Hello everyone. Thank you for being here with me today. I'm going to talk a little bit about positive organizational scholarship, something very near and dear to me as it is part of my research. Positive organizational scholarship is a fairly new field of study, which has only been around for about 18 years and is used to converge a variety of organizational studies, each of which focuses on the notion of the positive phenomenon. Within an organizational context, the field focuses on describing perspectives, processes, outcomes, states, and conditions operating in an optimal state, or what they call flourishing. The scholarship aspect dives into the systematic and theory-based foundation for positive phenomenon. Now, the most contended element of positive organizational scholarship is actually the positive side, as there are many criticisms and misunderstandings as it can be viewed as either naive, biased, or even dangerous. Some critics even imply it is restrictive and narrowly describes a skewed perspective. On the other hand, it can also be credited with enriching and diversifying the organizational domain with its very ambiguous definitions and concepts that defy boundaries. To further understand what positive means, it can be described as having an alternative perspective or lens through which things are viewed. For example, I believe we can choose our perspective. It doesn't happen to us. We decide what we perceive. So essentially, challenges can be viewed as areas of opportunities. Factors such as compassion, inspiration, elevation are all very relevant terms in positive organizational scholarship. It can also deviate towards extreme positive outcomes where extraordinary achievements are even viewed as positive. So it could also mean that there are intentional actions that are not part of the norm or the ordinary, which is why it contributes to the criticism that it receives in being viewed as skewed or biased. Another merging of the term positive is when it represents an affirmative bias fostering resourcefulness. Individuals and organizations experience an amplifying effect when exposed to positivity that provide an abundance of resources and capacity is strengthened. Erhard Seibold found that all living systems have a heliotropic inclination toward positive energy, otherwise known as the heliotropic effect, when a living organism is more likely to prioritize positive energy, relationships, communication, and so on. Lastly, a fourth area of convergence is the concept of virtuousness, or the best of human condition. Researchers believe all human systems aspire to high achievements, and positive organizational scholarship examines the development of and the effects associated with virtuousness. Organizational virtuousness focuses on practices perpetuating good, right, and worthiness. It also investigates character, strengths, gratitude, forgiveness, hope. So, like many before you, you may be initially inclined to see positive organizational scholarship as skewed or flawed when it comes to scientific research, but you can also choose to see it as innovative or flourishing.